Today, I'm going to tell you how you can reset your health by stopping these 5 behaviors. Now, these 5 behaviors are things that most people just do in automatic mode, but you're going to be so aware now, as I have learned to become aware, so that you can stop them and watch your health improve in 2025. You're not going to wait for 2025 because you are a fast starter. You're part of the top percent, which is why you seek out information like this, and you're going to get to your goals. So let's begin by talking about number 1. The very first thing to stop doing in order to reach your health goals, or any other goals for that matter, is to stop procrastination. There is no reason to wait to January 1 to start to implement all the changes that are happening in your life for you to reach your goals, whether it's financial goals, health goals, relationship goals, anything. You don't need to wait till January 1. You can start today. So many people's futures are stuck in tomorrow mode. I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to do this great thing tomorrow. I'm going to wait till the new day. Absolutely not. There is this saying in English that says, strike while the iron is hot. Right now, while you have resolve and you're watching videos that are inspiring you forward, this is the time to start. Today, right now. When you are on this video, you're taking a note paper, the writing tool, whether it's a pen or a pencil, and you're starting to write down the things you're going to implement today. When it comes to health, it could be as simple as go through the pantry and throw out everything that is not serving my health. That's an easy start. Just take it all and toss it. Toss it. Burn it if you burn your trash like we do out here in the country, but toss it. Put it in the dumpster and forget about it. Do you know what you would have done with that one move? You would have given yourself belief. You would have given yourself encouragement because your brain just wants to be consistent. If you say, I am going to do this, and the other, and your brain believes you, but you take no action, suddenly you have lied to yourself. You get into this discouragement mode, you get into this despondency, and anything negative someone will tell you about your goals, you will likely believe them. If they say, oh, that's too big a goal, how can you achieve this in such a small amount of time? You'll start to believe them. But if you are already on a roll, you will be able to just block out all that noise, and your brain will say, but you know what? This person is wrong because I have already started. I am already on the move. It's going to really help dampen the negativity that is sure to come when you start something. Procrastination is a terrible, terrible thief of time. And I've faced it in so many areas of my life. So I've learned that when I am inspired, that's the time to begin. Another small health goal that you could start today is to put down your device at a good time of night. If you're watching this too late at night, listen, I don't want views more than I want you to be healthy. Please turn off your device, go to sleep, and if you're inspired to continue the video, then do that in the morning. Sleep is one of the most important things our body does because it allows our brain to organize, to file things appropriately, to deal with the pains, the traumas that happen every single day, the micro traumas and the micro disappointments and the sadnesses. And it categorizes, it heals parts of our body physically, it heals our mind and our spirit. It is a beautiful thing to do. Allow your body the opportunity to do something it was created beautifully to do, and that is sleep. Make sure to get a good amount of sleep. That's something you can start today. Do not procrastinate and say, okay, I'm going to start sleeping better next week after this and this and this happens. That day will never come. What's that saying that they say? Tomorrow will never come. Tomorrow never comes. Something. One of those two, okay? Take your pick. Number 2 are those negative YOLO behaviors. YOLO, YOLO, YOLO. You only live once. And that mantra has caused so many unfortunate situations to happen in our lives, including mine. At some point, we have to see that negative YOLO behaviors are just us accepting foolishness to manifest and plant itself in our lives. And let me tell you, a field of foolishness is very thorny and very hard to undo. So it is imperative that we become wiser. I had to become wiser. I am still becoming wiser. This is the appropriate sentence. I am still becoming wiser. And I ask you to join me. Join me in this wisdom journey to stop negative YOLO behaviors. There is never any justification for negative behaviors. When I speak of negative behaviors, it could be addictions, it could be substances, it could be bad financial moves, it could be relationship moves that are going to hurt our future, our generations. And as a mom, there is no such thing as you only live once. YOLO does not exist once you become a parent. When you're a parent, your life is seed for your children's lives, which is seed for their children's lives, which is seed for their children's lives. And the Bible says up to the third and fourth generation. So my YOLO behaviors directly affect my children's behaviors. So I'm not living once anymore. I am now living through me, and I am living through them and through their children and through their children, and on it goes. Negative YOLO behaviors are really destroying generations and destroying families. It is very sad. So it is time for us to wise up in 2025 and reject the world's ideas that we have permission for 5 minutes to do something that will destroy our lives for the next 5 generations. We're not doing that anymore. And this is to only positive YOLO behaviors that will bless all our descendants and bless our lives while we're still here on earth. Number 3, the third thing that just needs to go and be stopped is staying up late to finish tasks. That's me. As a mom of 5, I find it very difficult to find enough time in the day to finish certain things that I want to do. And if I'm to be honest, after my children's bedtime, the one thing that I would like the most to do is unwind. I call it unwinding. Whatever it is, I may most likely not read a book, but I may be on my social media. I scroll shorts. That's what I do. I scroll shorts, or I may listen to a podcast. I may do something even if it is very productive. It is producing at the wrong time. It is producing at the expense of my body's ability to sleep. I spoke a little about sleep earlier, but I want to emphasize and say sleep is the time your body takes to heal. Between the hours of 9 p.m. and 3 a.m., your body sends out its hormones and chemicals that go throughout the body and literally repair physically your arteries, and maybe you're starting to get clogged up somewhere. That's the time that your body goes and detangles and unwinds all that mess. It unwinds you emotionally. Have you gone to sleep feeling so distressed and woke up feeling better? That's what sleep does. While you sleep, your body, your brain organizes your thoughts. You get clear vision. That's why in the morning when you wake up, you're like, oh, I get it. Now I can solve that problem that I had. Now I have that idea. It just came together. The body was created so incredibly to be able to do that. So please respect your sleep time. Give your body its time to put itself together and to give you a fresh start and a new day by not finishing tasks too late into the night, you are going to allow yourself to sleep more and wake up the next morning with more resolve, more tenacity, more ability to complete those tasks that may have been left the night before. The fourth habit that needs to be stopped completely in order to thrive in our health in this coming year and starting today is treating your body worse than you treat your least expensive gadget. What do I mean by that? My cameras, my phone is in a case. It has this beautiful purple case that I bought and I put it together. I put the screen protecting thingamabobs, whatever they're called, screen protectants, I guess. And I put that on there. My phone has a case. And when I place it places, I put it down gently. If it falls and drops, I'm like, oh no. And I check it and I dust it. If it gets a little bit of water, I'm panicking and drying it up, putting it in a bag of rice, turning it off, letting it get its rest so that it can keep functioning for me. The same way, I don't take a hose and pour water into my gas tank of my car. Instead, I give it mid or full expensive grade fuel because that's what the car calls for. Now, when it comes to my body, unfortunately, in my life, there have been periods, sometimes years, and when I was younger, well, too long, where I did not treat my body better. I treated my body worse than I treat my phone, than I treated my iPod back in the day, than I treated my little flip phone back in the day. So I'm here to encourage you to think of your body as this vessel. But out of this vessel is your joy. Out of this vessel is your peace. Out of this vessel, as a mom, are your children, literally. And if you're a mom, not through your own vessel, that's fine too. Out of your vessel are their hugs. Out of your vessel is the love that pours out to them every day. Out of your vessel are the things that God has called you to do, your purpose, your financial goals, your salvation, your healing, your future, your beautiful, bright ideas come out of this vessel. Every day, every breath comes out of this vessel. Your enjoyment of the gadgets and the vehicles and the home that is so well decorated, that is so well painted and well kept, all of that enjoyment is contained in your vessel. And yet, we treat our vessels so poorly. We don't feed them well. We don't clothe them well. Unfortunately, it's now fashionable to not clothe your body. Clothe your body beautifully. Feed your body beautifully. Move your body so that you can keep it longer. Fuel your body with water. Fuel your body with peace. How do you do that? Through the things you read, through the things you listen to, the things you watch. Fuel your body well. We've got to stop treating our bodies like they are trash receptacles where just everything and anything is welcome. No, no more. Not today. Today is a new day. And today we will stop these behaviors for the best outcomes in 2025. The fifth and last thing we're going to talk about when it comes to things we just need to quit. The fifth thing is unforgiveness. This is a hard one for me because I am working through currently some really big and difficult situations where I am daily feeling like one day I'll feel like, oh, okay, I've forgiven and I'm past it. And the next day I'm like, ugh. So it's just back and forth, back and forth. And this play is thankfully moving and trending upwards and getting better. I'm moving forward, even though it's a slow progress. And this is an invitation to you. If you are struggling, if you haven't even begun struggling with unforgiveness, It may be time to take a look and see what nonsense you want to carry into 2025. Some things are not worth your mental space. It's nonsense for you. There's a person, there's a situation, there's a circumstance, there's a word that was spoken to you that is not worth coming forward into the new year with you. It doesn't deserve it. And it needs to remain here, right here. But it takes work. It's easier said than done, I know. It takes work, but the work can begin today. Remember that thing I said earlier about 21 days to rewire your brain and form new neurons? Guess what? It also applies to forgiveness. It applies to any habit, breaking, making, forgiveness, positive thought patterns. That's why when you see a lot of challenges that are health-based, they are 21 days long. But you know what? I just remembered we have a health challenge coming up. I should say I, and some other people with me, but there's a health challenge coming up where you get to lose 7 pounds in 7 days. Yep, it's called 7 pounds in 7 days for $7. It's a challenge. That's exactly what it is. And it's a beautiful place for you to exercise some of these new resolves. And so I invite you to join me. I'm going to put the link below. I know this point is not about weight loss, but I just remembered when I talked about challenges. I was like, you know what? Let me invite you. If you're looking for any kind of progress in your health, maybe you'd also want to throw in some weight loss in there. If you don't need to lose weight, that's okay. It's a beautiful community to join anyway. There's going to be lots of women. It's focused for women. I'm so sorry. But you can join us and learn something from it. But it is focused for women. And it is a place where you can come, connect, see other people who are also challenging themselves to move forward in a positive direction. And this one is geared towards weight loss. But if you know anything about weight loss, you would know that it is tied to other aspects of your life. So we're going there. We're going there. However, I'm going to digress and go back to the main topic at hand. I am talking about unforgiveness and the pathways you can create within 21 days. What does that look like in reality, in actuality? What can you write down in your notes? You can write down that you can either verbally or on paper, on your phone, whatever it is, say out loud, write every day, I forgive so-and-so for such and such. I'm not asking you to feel it. I'm asking you to, if you have decided to forgive, then forgive before the feeling. The feeling follows the forgiveness. Sort of like baking cupcakes. When you're baking cupcakes, you don't start to smell that beautiful aroma as you start to mix the flour and the salt and everything. It's towards the end of the process that the smell, the beautiful smell, starts to pierce through the home and people start popping out and like, oh, what's baking? What's cooking? That's how your forgiveness works. You will start to feel it and to feel lighter and the chains melting and falling off. I'm so excited for you because it's been happening for me. And it's happened for me before for other situations that I had to forgive. And I'm sure for you too. And you remember the feeling when you finally let it go. And so I invite you to forgive. That's the last piece, to quit this year, right now, starting today. Take these 5 pieces, mix them up as you need to, and begin today. Just quit. Quit. It's time. It's done. We're done. That's it. No more. Okay. I'm going to see you in the next video where we're going to be learning to do something more amazing with your life. All right. Bye.